haben die Initiative BRENT Together for Climate Protection und Human Rights gegründet, weil wir hier und jetzt etwas in der Welt verändern wollen.
Welcome to episode 3 of our podcast, Human First. I am Fabian, and on behalf of BRENT, I would like to welcome our special guest, Håkon Frode-Sersten, Savo from BRENT.
Hello.
And our dear listeners. We hope that this podcast will enter into a constructive exchange with you. Feel free to ask, comment, or even participate in a future episode. The topic that will concern us today: how can we all live together peacefully in this world? Before we will question Håkon about it, Savo will quote Otto Frank on it.
Otto Frank said, "In order to build a future, we must know the past. The people don't want war, but whether they are Christians, Jews, Muslim, white or black, they must live together in one world. And as long as we don't know each other, there will be misunderstandings. Here in our Anne Frank society, we want to bring people into contact with each other. If people try to understand each other, to understand that we are all different, they will get along well. Of course, only a small part of the people met here, but every little bit helps. Every drop counts on the road to peace." BRENT also wants to create such a space for encounters in order to become a drop on the way to peace. Håkon, you are a member of BRENT. How do you think about this? What can we do to enable peaceful coexisting of different people? You have already done a lot for it. Would you like to tell us about your wonderful work and projects?
Thank you very much, Sava and Fabian. As BRENT is one organization that I really enjoy to be a member of, and I'm so happy that you invite me. I think this is all this kind of small steps makes the world better. And yeah, what do I think about this? The most important part here is that we can take these small steps. You know, I was talking about the Europe looked me in the eyes last time, and this was also something that happens together with when we was in Lesbos, and we felt that, yeah, so what to do now? What's next step, and what can we do to open the eyes for people? And that's why the Europe looked me in the eyes is like open up the eyes for that all is the same. So our way to avoid the misunderstanding that people are different. So this was one of the project, and yeah, I have done several things. I just want to say that one of the things that makes me very excited about doing some small drop here and there that makes a difference in the world is I worked in a peace center that is a center in Norway where Jon Galtung, the world first professor in peace, is working, and he had done quite many things in around in the world to make peace, and you could see that just one man can manage to do quite a lot of things. You know, in South America, he participated in making peace between inside of Guatemala. One of the things in several other countries also. So you could see that just one person can do a change. You know, so that's also one of the good things here. That I really believe that that if we work together, like BRENT, like Europe Look Me in the Eyes, like Drop in the Ocean. It can change the world. And even that we feel sometimes that it goes wrong direction, it really does go the right directions. I don't know, would you like me to tell more about some of my projects, or should we go on?
For sure, you can tell us more about your project.
Okay, yeah. And we have been like from several years ago, we started doing a job for Drop in the Ocean. Drop in the Ocean is a small organization from Norway who is, the name is because they felt that, okay, they can try to do a little bit and see if it could help, even if it's just a drop in the ocean. But the fact is that we started to I'm not the starter of the Drop in the Ocean, but I have been supporting them quite a lot. And we had this concert. All the writers came together and gave their books, and we had collecting both clothes and money, and that all went to Lesbos, and it involved the whole society in where I live. It's not a big place, it's 23,000 people here, but still it kind of involved everyone. So I think that this kind of expand the knowledge, and knowledge is the key thing here, is that if people understand that they are their friends, they're possible that they can be their friends. Also, I started Asyl Center in Norway, where I had youngsters that was there from 15 to 18 years old. And we had it in 3 years. And one very good part of this is that several of them, not as many as I was hoping, but still quite many, they are still here in Stord, where I live, and they are working, and they go to school, and they are going to be engineers and electrician and different education they are taking. And people in Stord can see, aha, so they are refugees, and they are coming into my house and fixing my electricity. They are, you know, so this is also one small steps that we can do to kind of put the lights on the good part that is happening. So yeah, it's kind of a way to how we can live together in a peaceful world, you know. So, but yeah, there are so many things we could do, and there are so many possibilities that we can do. And also, if everyone, like I have done quite much active work against the government to try to explain them how the situation is. And yesterday it was one small case in a local area where I live, is that we decide to not split between refugees that comes from Ukraine and other countries. So no, the local community says that we should give free transporting, for example, also possibility to get work for people who comes from other places than Ukraine also. I don't know how it goes, but the local community government has said that they will support this.
Okay. Yeah, Hakon, what did you do before all this humanitarian work, and how you got involved with disadvantaged people so intensively?
Yeah, what I did before, I'm originally engineer, and I have been working in different area like offshore oil industry. Also, I've been working with health, environment, and safety. So I have had a kind of a traditional normal work in my earlier life. And then I was asked to come and build up two organizations, one in Malaysia and one in Sri Lanka, for an Worldview International Foundation, an organization that is doing mostly education for disadvantaged people there. and I did, and that also gave me this feeling that it's possible for people to do something, and it gave me the inspiration to kind of look around and see if there is anything else I could do, because it's kind of one of the thing that we should do all is to do once in our lifetime, do some voluntary work and do some work for people who doesn't have the same possibilities as us. Yeah, so after that, I in 2015 it came all these people that was on flee from the war from Afghanistan and from Syria, later on from Syria. And then I contacted one organization and said that I could start up this Center for Asylum. So that was my road to do this. But of course, I also have been very interested in work with the local society, and also I'm still working like a national society about doing education for people who has a need for extra education. So, and also for people that is Alzheimer, it's an organization here where I'm in the border of. So I try to not split my life in too many small parts, but very easily to get enthusiastic about activities. And I'm a doer, I'm an engineer, so I'm a doer. So it's very often it happens that I do things instead of just sitting and talking about it.
Marty is also a member of BRENT. Do you remember Marty from Lesbos? Could you tell us some stories about the time and what happened there?
Yeah. I remember when I met her, and in fact it was the birth of this Europe Look Me in the Eyes, this place where I met her, because it was this place where artists came together, and we had several nice meetings there. And she was, you meet so fantastic people that gives you this optimism, And she was one of these people that, because there was like 3-4 people who was there every day when I was there, and you came in and you felt that you have this warm feeling when you meet this kind of people, and so intelligent people. So the one where she is coming, I think she could participate in the society in a very, very good way. It was an exhibition place, this place where I met her, and all this artist who was working there was they all try to kind of get the life out of the art they are making there, the paintings, and and also they was doing music. So I felt it was a very exciting place to be. Lesbos is in fact, and from originally it's a refugee island, because all the Greeks that is living there has been refugees themselves. So the Lesbos is very open for refugees in the beginning. It was, but for a period with many years with more than 20,000 refugees, some people felt it was too much for them. But normally you could feel that the people who lives in Lesbos was very open for refugees, more open than you felt many other places. So and this center that I met Mari was, I think it was owned by some people from Greece, from Lesbos.
This brings us to the end of our 3rd episode. Thank you so much, dear Hakon, for your time and your heartwarming contributions and reports. And also to you, Savo, and our dear listeners. We will look forward to your comments, and next week at the same time, episode 4 will follow. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Muzzle, das Glück, soll auch ihnen scheinen. Es soll auch an ihre Türe klopfen und ihr Leben soll nicht ohne Hoffnung vergehen.